our favorite bet. I'm going to start off with North Texas. Give you a little Friday night flavor, catching anything 7.5 or above. 8.5. If you want to wait to see if it gets to 10, great. I already took it at 8.5. I don't think it's going to go to 7, and probably get sharp money if it gets taken at 10. But yeah, I think that UTSA's defense is vulnerable, and they're much more vulnerable than the numbers suggest because of all the backup quarterbacks that they faced, including 4 straight. They also might be missing some key guys, and I think North Texas can score here. They should have won at UTSA earlier this year. They lost in the final seconds. I also like this over for what it's worth. I think both teams will be back and forth. North Texas also fully capable of getting into the back door if needed. But I think their offense will have a ton of success here, which should turn into a shootout. I think there's some value on this number. So let's go with the mean green. Colin, where are you going for your favorite bet?
I like that. I'm going to go with the TCU under on TCU. Can you believe it? Yeah, with Kansas State. And I think it comes down to the defensive coordinators. Both have been hired, new hires for this year. Kansas State moved from a 4-man front down to a 3-man front. That 3-3-5 has been great at limiting explosive plays. You're going to have that against Max Duggan and Quentin Johnson and Kendre Miller. And the fact that Kansas State can eliminate explosives means that TCU has to be methodical down the field, which they can do that also, but it is going to extend clock with a lot of rushing plays and no explosive fast scores by TCU. And then when you go to the other side of the ball, TCU has been unbelievable in second halves, especially after the adjustments that have been put in by defensive coordinator Joe Gillespie. They also run, a heavy personnel that drops and doesn't allow explosive plays in the backfield. They have shut out opposing offenses. The last 7 games, they've only allowed 6 touchdowns. No offensive touchdown to Texas down in Austin. The TCU has been an under machine for 3 games straight until they scored 62 on a lifeless Iowa State defense. So we're going to go under in this game, TCU, Kansas State.